Thank you for choosing Wisdom of the Dharma. If you found this video insightful, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, so you never miss a new update. Your support helps us keep sharing powerful, life-changing wisdom with the world. And don't forget to drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's grow and learn together. Part 1. Why your bedroom is your inner temple. Have you ever wondered why, no matter how much you meditate, read self-help books, or even work hard to attract abundance, something still feels stuck? Maybe it's not your mindset. Maybe it's your bedroom. We often think of our bedrooms as simply a place to sleep or wind down after a long day. But spiritually, energetically, and even psychologically, your bedroom is far more than that. Your bedroom is your inner temple. It's the one space in your home where your guard is down, where your breath slows, your body softens, and your soul, whether you realize it or not, attempts to recharge. This is the place where your unconscious beliefs meet your subtle energy, where your dreams take shape, where karma can whisper or scream. And yet, many of us unknowingly turn this sacred space into an energetic battleground. We clutter it with stress, noise, forgotten objects, broken things, and distractions. Some of these are so common, so familiar, that we barely notice them. But they're there, quietly pulling at your health, disturbing your sleep, and silently draining the wealth and clarity you're trying to build during the day. And what if I told you that 9 everyday items, seemingly harmless, might be creating more damage than you think? From a spiritual lens, these objects don't just affect your sleep, they can block your prosperity, cloud your mind, and deplete your energy field. From a Feng Shui perspective, their presence disrupts the flow of qi, the life force energy that governs not only your home but your fortune. From a psychological point of view, they create cognitive dissonance and subtle stress, even while you're asleep. But here's the good news. By simply becoming aware, by treating your bedroom as the sacred temple it truly is, you can shift this energy. You can sleep more deeply, heal more fully, and even invite more peace, wealth, and spiritual clarity into your life. Let's take a step back and think about someone like Oprah Winfrey. She once said, "Your home should rise up to meet you." And that begins with your bedroom. She invests in silence, light, and intentional design to create spaces that restore her, not distract her. That's not just a luxury, that's energetic wisdom. And now, it's your turn. In this video, we'll walk through 9 things that should never be kept in your bedroom, supported by ancient Eastern teachings, modern science, and stories from real lives around the world. As we explore each one, I'll offer you spiritual insight, practical Feng Shui guidance, and simple solutions that could dramatically shift the way you sleep, feel, and attract. By the end of this journey, you won't just see your bedroom differently, you'll feel it. And more importantly, you'll understand how this one sacred space can either elevate or limit every area of your life. So take a deep breath. Let's cleanse the space where your soul comes to rest. Your transformation begins here. Part 2. The hidden cost of letting pets sleep on your bed. Letting your pet sleep on your bed feels like an act of love. A warm body curled by your feet. A gentle purr beside your pillow. What could be more comforting? But beneath that closeness lies a subtle truth. Shared sleep can quietly erode your rest, your energy, and even your luck. Disrupted rest, disrupted energy. Even calm pets shift during the night, stretching, scratching, adjusting. These small movements can pull you out of deep sleep, even if you don't fully wake. Over time, micro disruptions add up. You feel foggy, drained, and emotionally off, without understanding why. Their fur and dander also introduce allergens and bacteria to your bedding, impacting not just sleep but respiratory health, skin, and overall vitality. A sacred space diluted. In Buddhist and Feng Shui wisdom, the bed is a sacred altar of restoration. It's where your energy recharges and your spirit softens. Sleeping with a pet, even a beloved one, means sharing that sacred space with another energetic being, one carrying its own karmic imprint. Feng Shui masters warn, animal energy can diffuse personal qi, especially during sleep. The result may show up subtly: drained ambition, emotional stagnation, or strange unease. A real-world reminder. One tech entrepreneur once shared how sleeping with her dog felt emotionally soothing, but over time, her sleep declined, stress rose, and mental sharpness faded. At the advice of her meditation teacher, she created a separate sleeping area for her pet. Within weeks, her energy returned. Coincidence? She didn't think so. Creating healthy boundaries. You don't need to remove your pet from the room, just from your bed. Set up a warm, inviting space nearby, a soft bed, blanket, or cushion. Use gentle training to guide them toward independence, using praise or familiar scents to ease the shift. From a Feng Shui lens, keep the pet's bed away from your headboard and in a quiet corner. Let the energy of sleep remain focused and personal. This isn't about rejecting love, it's about protecting the space where you heal. Because when your energy is whole, you give better love to those around you, pets included. Part 3, Old Pillows, Carriers of Sickness and Stagnant Qi. Each night, we lay our head down hoping for peace. Yet few realize how the pillow beneath us, a familiar, silent companion, could be quietly disrupting our health, clarity, and energy. Most people keep the same pillow for years. But the truth is, over time, it becomes not a tool for rest, but a sponge for stagnation. Physical toll of the familiar. A pillow's job is to support your head and neck, keeping your spine aligned. But as it ages, it flattens and loses structure. That gradual shift can lead to poor posture, neck pain, and morning stiffness. Even worse, old pillows trap moisture, sweat, and skin cells. Within 2 years, your pillow may be home to dust mites, bacteria, and mold, regardless of how often you wash the pillowcase. These hidden irritants can trigger allergies, breathing issues, and skin irritation, especially if your immune system is already sensitive. Energy memory and the crown. In Buddhist and yogic traditions, the head is more than a body part, it's the seat of the crown chakra, your energetic link to higher consciousness. When you sleep on an old pillow filled with physical and emotional residue, stress, dreams, tears, tension, it's as if you're laying your spiritual channel down on yesterday's story. That dense energy doesn't allow fresh insight to enter. Your dreams may become muddled. You wake not refreshed, but still carrying yesterday's frequency. Letting go is a spiritual act. Why do we keep old pillows? Often, it's habit. Or sentiment. It still works. But in spiritual life, clinging to the old out of comfort often blocks growth. Letting go of an object, even a pillow, can be a symbolic act of choosing renewal over repetition. Zen wisdom teaches us, to release is to be free. That release begins not in grand gestures, but in simple choices. Consider Steve Jobs, a figure known not just for innovation but clarity. His personal spaces were minimalist, intentional, and free of clutter. He understood that fewer things meant more presence. The same principle applies here. Choosing the right pillow, mindfully. When you replace your pillow, don't just grab the cheapest one. Feel into what your body needs. Back sleepers benefit from medium loft for alignment. Side sleepers need higher support to bridge the head to shoulder gap. Stomach sleepers should use thin, soft pillows to reduce neck strain. Materials also matter. Natural latex offers firm support. Organic cotton is breathable. Avoid synthetic fillers that flatten quickly and hold heat. Before using it, take a moment to set an intention. May this pillow support deep rest, clear dreams, and healing sleep. A simple statement, but it transforms an everyday object into a sacred tool. Part 4. Work desks in the bedroom, the collapse of yin and yang. In a world where work follows us home, often straight into the bedroom, the presence of a desk near your bed may seem logical. Convenient. Efficient. But convenience comes at a cost. In energetic terms, a desk in the bedroom is not neutral. It's a collision of opposites, a collapse of two forces that were never meant to sleep side by side. Yin and yang in conflict. In Feng Shui, every space carries a blend of two energies. Yin, calm, dark, cool, still, perfect for rest and renewal. Yang, active, bright, focused, ideal for work and productivity. Your bedroom should be a yin sanctuary. But a work desk, especially one with a screen, documents, chargers, and visual reminders of tasks, is pure yang. Placing a desk in your bedroom creates energetic dissonance. Your body tries to rest, while your environment whispers, "There's more to do." Even with the lights off, your mind stays slightly on. The psychological spillover. Visually, a cluttered desk can trigger low-grade anxiety. Even if you're lying in bed, your brain registers the mess, the unread emails, the goals unfinished. Your nervous system doesn't fully relax. You may fall asleep, but your mind keeps working. This disrupts sleep depth and leads to mental fatigue over time. Even worse? When your brain associates your bedroom with both rest and work, it struggles to do either well. You end up underperforming at both. A real-world example. A startup founder in London once shared her struggle with burnout. Her laptop lived on her nightstand. She'd reply to emails before sleeping, and often check Slack first thing upon waking. Her sleep quality plummeted. She began dreaming about meetings. Her sense of time blurred, no separation between rest and work. It wasn't until she moved her desk into the hallway that her sleep returned, and her creativity followed. The boundary mattered. If you can't move it, transform it. Not everyone has the luxury of a separate workspace. But that doesn't mean you're helpless. Energy responds to intention. Here's how to reclaim your yin space. Create visual separation. Use a curtain, folding screen, or bookshelf to divide the room. Keep the desk tidy. Close the laptop. Stack papers. Remove visual clutter. Face the desk away from the bed. If possible, position it where it won't be seen from your pillow. Soften the lighting. Use warm, low lights in the evening instead of bright desk lamps. End your workday with ritual, light incense. Take 3 mindful breaths. Say aloud, "Work is done. I return to peace." These small steps help restore energetic boundaries, even in a shared space. Choose stillness, consciously. Your bedroom is more than a room. It's a refuge for your nervous system, your dreams, your intuition. By letting work dominate this space, you invite fragmentation. By restoring balance, you reclaim focus, rest, and flow. You deserve both, deep rest and meaningful work. But not in the same square meter. Let stillness have its own home. Part 5. Clutter, the physical form of mental attachment. Walk into a cluttered bedroom, and notice how your body responds. Your breath shortens. Your eyes dart. Your mind speeds up. It's subtle, almost invisible, but very real. That feeling of mental noise you get when you see piles of clothes, stacks of books, tangled cords, and old boxes? That is energy being trapped. From a Buddhist lens, clutter isn't just a mess. It's a mirror. It reflects attachment, the kind the Buddha taught leads to suffering. We hold on to things we no longer use, need, or love because a part of us believes that letting go means losing a part of ourselves. But in reality, the more we cling, the heavier we become. Clutter as emotional weight. Everything you keep in your bedroom carries energy. A shirt you never wear? It holds the energy of guilt. That gift from someone who hurt you? It stores sadness. Old electronics, broken lamps, half-used lotions, each one is a tether to a past moment you haven't fully released. And as these objects pile up, so does the invisible tension they carry. Your bedroom, meant to be a sanctuary of peace, becomes an archive of unprocessed emotions and decisions deferred. No wonder sleep becomes restless. No wonder your mind wakes up heavy. When energy can't flow, neither can you. In Feng Shui, clutter is the enemy of flow. Energy, qi, needs open space to move. When a room is overloaded, energy stagnates. That stagnation doesn't just stay in your room. It leaks into your mindset, your motivation, and yes, your money. Stuck energy often shows up as procrastination, chronic fatigue, trouble making decisions, feeling blocked or uninspired. It's no coincidence that many spiritual teachers emphasize simplicity. Not because it's trendy, but because emptiness creates room for life to unfold. Letting go, a practice in awakening. Letting go of clutter is not just a chore, it's a spiritual act. Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "To let go is to be free." Every object you release is a declaration. I no longer carry what no longer serves me. It's no different from letting go of a grudge or an old identity. Your outer environment is always shaping your inner world. Consider this: Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, is famous for obsessing over focus and clarity. His personal spaces are meticulously simple, not because he's minimal for the sake of aesthetics, but because he understands that clutter competes with vision. If billionaires guard their physical space like gold, maybe there's something spiritual we can all learn. A simple ritual to clear the old. Begin with one drawer. Or one shelf. Ask yourself honestly, do I love this? Do I use this? Does it lift my energy, or trap it? If not, bless it, thank it, and let it go. You can even whisper a mantra as you donate or discard. I release the past. I make space for peace. Open your windows. Let fresh air in. Burn a little incense. Play soft music. Make it sacred. Because it is. This isn't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming lighter. More awake. More available to the energy that wants to flow through your life. Because when your bedroom is clear, your mind becomes calm, and your spirit finds space to expand. If this message speaks to you, if you felt the heaviness of clutter in your space and in your spirit, consider supporting this channel by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video with someone who may need to hear it. And if you're ready to start fresh, drop a comment below with the words, "I release what no longer serves me. My bedroom is a sanctuary of clarity and peace." Your intention creates ripple effects. Let's continue this journey of awakening, one room, one thought, one breath at a time. Part 6. Laundry baskets and the weight of unfinished karma. At first glance, a laundry basket seems harmless. It's just a container for clothes you'll wash later, right? But in the energetic landscape of your bedroom, a laundry basket, especially one that's always full, can become a silent source of stagnation. More than that, it's a symbol. A physical embodiment of what the Buddha called unresolved karma. Let's unpack this, layer by layer. The energy of not yet. Every time you walk past a pile of unwashed clothes, your brain registers a quiet message: something is unfinished. You may not consciously hear it, but your subconscious does. It adds one more unchecked box to the long mental to-do list you carry. Even if your body is lying down, your energy is still alert, burdened by an environment whispering, "You haven't done enough." This kind of subtle mental friction, multiplied over weeks or months, accumulates as restlessness, irritability, and even low self-worth. In spiritual terms, it's a loop that never closes. The laundry isn't just fabric. It becomes a metaphor for unresolved thoughts, decisions you've postponed, or emotions you haven't fully processed. In this way, that overflowing basket becomes a vessel of low-frequency energy. Karma in the everyday. In Buddhist teachings, karma isn't about punishment, it's about cycles. Unfinished cycles, like dirty laundry left unattended, can clog the energetic channels of your living space. They slow down your personal chi, your motivation, and even your ability to focus or feel lighthearted. And because your bedroom is where you sleep, these unfinished signals don't just linger during the day, they surround you at night. You rest inside them. The result? Shallow sleep, cluttered dreams, or waking up already tired. Physical impact, spiritual consequences. Let's not forget the physical side. Dirty clothes hold sweat, skin cells, body oils, and moisture. They trap odor, bacteria, and allergens, especially in humid climates. Over time, they lower air quality, increase the risk of skin and sinus irritation, and attract dust mites. And if the basket is close to your bed, you're breathing that all night long. From a Feng Shui perspective, this is a clear blockage of flow. A dirty laundry pile emits yin decay energy, cold, damp, heavy, exactly the opposite of the warm, nourishing chi your bedroom should be generating. A shift toward clean flow. So what can you do? If possible, move the laundry basket out of the bedroom. A hallway, bathroom, or designated laundry area is far more suitable. Your bedroom should be reserved for clean, supportive energy only. If space is limited, choose a basket with a secure lid, one that seals off the visual and energetic noise. Make it part of your routine to empty it frequently, rather than letting it build up. Treat laundry as a mindfulness practice, a gentle ritual of renewal. With each wash, you're not just cleansing fabric, you're releasing old energy. You're finishing what was incomplete. You're closing a karmic loop. And that act, however small, creates space for new clarity to arise. If you've ever felt like your energy is weighed down before you even begin the day, take a closer look at what's lingering in your space. And if this insight resonates with you, like, subscribe, and share this message with someone who needs a gentle reminder. Drop a comment below with the intention: I release unfinished burdens. My bedroom is a space of clarity, flow, and renewal. Your room is not just where you sleep. It's where your energy resets. Make it sacred. Part 7. Expired beauty products, illusions of the false self. Beauty products, creams, perfumes, powders, and lipsticks promise confidence, youth, and glow. And yet, when these same items sit unused, expired, or forgotten on your vanity, they begin to tell a very different story. They become relics of who you used to be. At first, you may keep them out of habit or nostalgia. It was expensive, you say. Maybe I'll use it again. But spiritually, Holding on to expired products is often less about practicality and more about identity attachment. And this is where the illusion begins. The clinging to image. In Buddhist teachings, the idea of anatta, non-self, reminds us that identity is fluid. Our appearance, our preferences, our roles, and even our faces are all temporary. When we hold on to expired makeup or skincare, we're often holding on to an older version of ourselves. A version we're afraid to let go of. A version that says, "This was when I looked better. This was when I felt more confident." But true confidence, true beauty, doesn't live in a jar. It lives in your presence. The hidden toxins we overlook. Beyond the symbolic weight, expired beauty products pose real physical risks. Old moisturizers and foundations degrade over time. Their active ingredients lose potency. Worse, they become breeding grounds for bacteria, leading to skin irritation, breakouts, rashes, and even infections. Eye products, like mascara or eyeliner, are especially risky. They sit close to the most delicate membranes of the body and can easily transfer harmful microbes. That luxury face cream collecting dust? If it's past its prime, it could be doing more harm than healing. So why do we keep them? Because part of us still believes in the mask. Letting go of the false self. To release expired beauty items is to practice spiritual hygiene. It's a chance to say, "I no longer need this to feel worthy." You affirm your wholeness without clinging to outdated tools of validation. You make space on your shelves, and in your mind, for freshness, clarity, and authenticity. And it doesn't mean you can't enjoy caring for your appearance. But now, you do so with mindfulness. With awareness. With love for the self that changes and grows. A gentle ritual of renewal. Set aside time this week to go through your products. Smell them. Check textures. Read expiration dates. Trust your intuition. If it feels off, it probably is. And as you toss each one, say silently, "I release the illusion. I embrace the truth of who I am now." Then wipe down your surfaces. Light incense. Open a window. Let the energy shift. Part 8, Old Electronics, Spiritual Static in Your Sacred Space. In the digital age, it's easy to accumulate electronics, phones, tablets, chargers, speakers, headphones. When they break, slow down, or become outdated, we often toss them in a drawer or leave them sitting in the corner of the room, just in case. But these objects don't just take up space, they hold energy. And in the stillness of your bedroom, that energy becomes a subtle form of static. The illusion of usefulness. We tend to keep old devices because they once held value. A phone that carried your favorite music. A laptop filled with old memories. A remote you might one day fix. But what happens when these items stop serving their purpose, yet still occupy your sacred space? They become like unspoken thoughts that clutter the mind. They hold memory, attachment, and technological residue, a kind of invisible energetic echo. And over time, those echoes add up. In Buddhist thought, this is called dukkha, the suffering born from clinging to impermanence. Holding on to the past, even in the form of broken gadgets, blocks the flow of renewal. Electrical interference, energetic distortion. Even non-functioning electronics can still emit low-frequency electromagnetic fields if plugged in or containing batteries. These frequencies are subtle, but in the space where you rest and regenerate, even subtle interference matters. The bedroom is where your energy field softens. Your brainwaves slow. Your spirit seeks stillness. But a pile of old electronics? It vibrates with yang energy, active, disruptive, ungrounded. This conflict between your body's yin needs and the device's leftover yang charge creates what we call spiritual static. You may not hear it, but you feel it. As mental fog. As restlessness. As a nagging sense that something's off. A lesson in letting the circuit close. Think of it this way, an unfinished electrical circuit keeps drawing power. Similarly, when we leave old devices in our most intimate spaces, we're allowing open energetic circuits, pathways that pull instead of nourish. Closing those circuits is more than just tidying. It's a ritual of energetic reclamation. Ask yourself, is this device serving me, or simply reminding me of what used to be? A practice of clearing. Once a month, take inventory. Donate what still works. Recycle what doesn't. Safely store what's truly needed, but only outside your bedroom. For anything that remains, keep it in a closed drawer, unplugged, and away from your bed. Before you sleep, pause and affirm. I disconnect from noise. I return to peace. Because when your bedroom is free from spiritual static, your mind can truly power down, and your soul can recharge. Part 9, TVs, the fire that burns your peace. At the end of a long day, there's something undeniably comforting about curling up in bed and turning on the TV. A familiar voice. A flickering glow. A sense of winding down. But what if that very ritual, the one you think helps you relax, is actually setting fire to the peace you're trying to build? Screens in a space of stillness. Your bedroom is meant to be a sanctuary. A place of yin energy, quiet, cool, and introspective. It's where your body should soften and your spirit can rest. A television, by contrast, is pure yang, bright, stimulating, and loud. It demands attention. Its flickering light mimics movement and its sound vibrates through the room. And unlike other electronics, the TV doesn't just sit quietly in the corner. Even when turned off, its black mirror reflects energy back into the room, just like a literal mirror would. In Feng Shui, mirrors facing the bed are believed to create unrest, anxiety, and even nightmares. Now imagine that mirror amplified by electricity, sound, and artificial light. Melatonin and mind disturbance. From a biological standpoint, TVs emit blue light that suppresses melatonin, the hormone responsible for restful sleep. Watching even 30 minutes before bed can delay your body's natural rhythm, making it harder to fall asleep, and even harder to stay asleep. The result? You may wake up feeling heavy, foggy, and disconnected, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. And the effects build. Night after night, the body receives the signal. It's not time to rest yet. Over time, your inner clock becomes misaligned, pulling you further away from harmony. A fire element in the wrong temple. In elemental Feng Shui, a television represents fire energy, fast, hot, consuming. This can be wonderful in the living room or workspace, where activity and communication are desired. But in the bedroom, fire energy overpowers stillness, inflames anxiety, and burns through the subtle threads of peace you've been trying to weave. As one Buddhist monk once said, if you fill your temple with noise, don't be surprised when the Buddha does not arrive. Reclaiming the peace. If you're used to falling asleep with the TV on, begin by reducing screen time, shut it off at least an hour before bed. Replace the ritual with something softer, a warm bath, soft music, a mantra, or silent reflection. If you can, remove the TV entirely from your bedroom. But if not, cover it at night with a light cloth or scarf, physically and symbolically closing the portal. Then whisper this affirmation. I choose silence over noise. I choose stillness over fire. I protect my peace. Part 10. Water beside the bed, the quiet drain of vitality. A simple glass of water on the nightstand. It seems harmless, maybe even smart. After all, what if you get thirsty in the middle of the night? But in the stillness of your bedroom, even something as gentle as water can become a silent disruptor. Because not all elements belong in all places. And water, when placed too close to where you sleep, carries symbolic weight you may not expect. Stagnant water, stagnant energy. Overnight, an uncovered glass of water collects dust, bacteria, and airborne particles. It absorbs the breath you exhale, the invisible vibrations of your environment, even the emotional residue of your day. From a physical standpoint, drinking this water may not make you sick immediately, but it certainly isn't fresh. From an energetic standpoint, it's chi that no longer moves, a still pool of potential stagnation. And that's exactly what it begins to mirror in your energy field. In Feng Shui, water is associated with the yin element, cool, quiet, and introspective. But excess yin in the bedroom can pull down your vitality, creating emotional heaviness, low motivation, and spiritual lethargy. You may wake up feeling tired even after a full night's sleep, drained not from action, but from too much stillness. A symbol of energy leaks. Water placed near the bed, especially in an open vessel, represents a leak of life force. It's no coincidence that in many ancient traditions, water is used in rituals of release. We pour it out to let go. We float offerings downstream to say goodbye. So imagine what it means to sleep beside stagnant water each night. You are subtly aligning your body with the energy of letting go, even when you should be recharging. For those who feel they're always losing energy, always just a little off, this one habit might be a hidden reason. A healthier, holier habit. Instead of leaving an open glass beside your bed, consider placing water in a closed container, preferably glass or stainless steel. Store it a bit farther from your head, on a stable surface, not directly on your nightstand. Even better? Hydrate well before sleep, reducing the need for water through the night. And if you still prefer having it nearby, bless the container. Say a silent prayer or intention. This water holds clarity. This space holds renewal. I rest in vitality. You've just transformed a habit into a spiritual anchor. Reclaiming your elemental balance. Your bedroom is where you plant your energy for the next day. Keep it grounded, warm, and clear. Let the elements around you reflect your desire to grow, not to retreat. Even the smallest shift, a moved glass, a sealed lid, can ripple through your energy like a calm tide returning to shore. Final, your bedroom is a mandala of your mind. As we come to the end of this journey, let's take a moment to reflect, not just on the objects we've discussed, but on what they truly represent. Each item we've explored, pets on the bed, old pillows, clutter, forgotten electronics, even a glass of water, was never just stuff. They were symbols. Each one quietly mirrored the state of our inner world. And that's the heart of it. Your bedroom is not separate from you. It's a mandala of your mind. A sacred circle that reflects your thoughts, your emotions, your energy patterns. If your bedroom is chaotic, your thoughts are likely scattered. If your bedroom is heavy, perhaps so is your heart. And if your bedroom is clear, calm, and intentional, your mind follows. The subtle power of the unseen. In Buddhism, we are taught to observe not just the obvious, but the subtle. The shift in breath. The tone of thought. The energy behind action. The same applies to space. It's not just the bed or the wall color, it's how the room makes you feel. The unspoken weight of what lingers. The invisible peace of what's been released. When your bedroom is aligned with your spiritual intention, it becomes more than a place to sleep. It becomes a space of healing, a silent teacher, a mirror of awakening. You are the architect of your peace. No guru, no course, no expensive renovation. Just small, mindful choices, made with care. You don't need to change everything overnight. Begin with one drawer, one item, one choice to remove what no longer serves you, and replace it with presence. As your space clears, so will your thoughts. As your rest deepens, so will your intuition. As your bedroom softens, so will your life. Because when you care for the space you sleep in, you are, in truth, caring for your future self. A final word of intention. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, pause for a moment. Look around. What does your space say about your spirit? If it feels off, change something. Even something small. And as you lay your head on your pillow, whisper a gentle vow. This space is sacred. I honor it. I align my outer world with my inner truth. Let that be your final thought, and let your rest begin as a ritual. If this journey brought you clarity, insight, or even just a moment of peace, please support our shared path by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video with others who seek to bring harmony into their homes and hearts. Drop a final affirmation in the comments. My bedroom reflects my peace. My mind rests in clarity. Until next time, may your nights be healing, and your mornings, full of light.